There, it's going. So I want you to do 3 things for me. How many things?
3.
3 things for me. Here are the 3 things I want you to do while you're looking at this picture. I want you to ask yourself some questions. The first question, what do you see? That's what I want you to look at. I want you to look at, what do you see? I want you to ask this next question. By looking at this picture, what do you know? And the third question I want you to ask is, what are you curious about? There are 3 questions. The first question is, what do you see? The next question is, as a result of looking at this picture, what do you know? And the third picture is, third question is, what are you curious about? 30 seconds, go. I say go is I would like you to lean over to your neighbors. You can lean in this section here. You can turn your chair around. Anyone in your neighbor's range. And I want you to ask this question. I want you to ask, what do you see? And I want you to list all of the things that you see with your neighbors. Now, this should be in conversation form. This isn't just a list. It's not like that. It's a conversation that you're going to have with the people around you. Like, oh, I noticed this, I noticed that. Kind of like you were grown-ups at a coffee shop, drinking water, just hanging out and talking about this wonderful picture you saw and all of the things that you saw in the picture. Do you have questions about what I want you to do when I say go? What do you see with your neighbors? Go.
Some sort of thread and paper. I see that they're working on a machine. And I know this is a factory. Yeah, like obviously a bobbing. Yeah. And it looks like it's got some. Maybe it's thread. Maybe they're making like making like a blanket. Maybe or maybe silk from cotton. Is that like clothing? I don't think so, but it looks like a paper making some kind of like silk. I don't see a lot. That can't be explained. I see 18th century photo. I got that's an old photo. Black and white.
All right, I heard lots of great conversations. I'm very short, so I'll have to figure out that I cannot pull that chair out or else the thing will move. Okay, so I have to figure out, what is it that you saw? Tell me some things that you heard from someone else that you saw. Yes, my darling? What's up there? What do you see?
I see 2 little boys and...
These 2 boys?
Yes.
That one right there? That one right there, what's his name?
I don't know.
Give him one, quick.
Jerry.
Jerry is right there, and this is...
Billy.
Jerry and Billy. So you see Jerry and Billy up there. We don't know their names, do we? We gave them names so that it would make more sense to us. Tell me, you see 2 boys there. What else do you see? Yes, ma'am.
I see them working at, I'm pretty sure, a cotton mill.
You see them working at a cotton mill. Do you know that it's a cotton mill?
Well, it looks like one because it looks like they're weaving the thread.
So they're working someplace that looks like they're weaving thread. Gotcha. I'm with you. What else? What else do you see? Yes, sir.
It looks like I see paper towels.
Paper towels. They're making paper towels. Does anyone disagree with that assessment?
Stand back up.
Look right here. He's saying that looks like a paper towel. Does anyone disagree with that assessment? They think it might be something else. Yes, sir.
I think it just might be thread rolled up.
Thread rolled up? Is everyone agreeing with that? You disagree? What do you think it is?
I think it's just some cotton they're making to use clothes.
Cotton?
They're using cotton to make clothes.
Using cotton to make clothes. Who's they?
The boys.
The boy. Jerry and Billy? Got you. What are the other things that you see? Yes, sir.
I see a basket-looking thing under them, under their feet.
Basket?
And I'm wondering what's that for?
You went on to my next question, but you're right. You're curious about what is the basket thing? Yes, ma'am.
They don't have shoes.
They? Who are they? Jerry and Billy don't have shoes. And some pretty weird feet. Look at that thing right there. No shoes.
Split in half.
No shoes. Last thing I want to call him. Yes, ma'am. One more.
I see the big gear weaver thing on the.
Are you talking about this thing right here? Does someone else have another description for what this looks like?
A pulley.
A pulley? And what is that? What is a belt? Someone said a belt. I tend to agree with you there. Great job with your questions about what do you see. Now I want to ask questions based on this picture. What do you now know? What do you know? You get 20 seconds to have a conversation with the people around you. But I want to caution you, because when I said that before, some people just went like this. I see this, I see this, I see this. That's not a conversation. A conversation is, hey, how's it going?
Good.
Good. You know what I've noticed? I noticed some things about that. I noticed that there was a basket there. That's kind of weird. I don't know what the basket is. What else? What did you notice?
I noticed they're working in some sort of factory.
A conversation, a factory. No one said that, by the way, before. Some kind of factory. Now I want a conversation from each of you with your neighbors, neighbor area, about what do you know. Based on this picture, you now know something. What is it that you know? And it's something you now know about history. Ready? 20 seconds. Go. Keep going.
I know kids back then, I know that it makes like a round and it looks southern because their clothes, it's not as nice as northerner clothes.
Well, what I know now from the picture is that I think, and I know because of how it looks, because the boys are working and their clothes don't look that good, that they are in the Great Depression, kind of.
Fine. Great job. I had lots of great conversations. What I really liked about that group conversation is that you were actually having a conversation with each other that time. And I think we're just about out of time for today. But I want to know this. What did you know from looking at this picture? Some interesting things, and I see a lot of hands this time. Some people that weren't even showing their hands before that are very excited. Yes, ma'am, in the pink. There are kids that are working. How many of you are going to work today to go work in a factory? None of you. Okay. Someone else that I didn't call on. Yes, sir. Hang on 1 second. Yes, go ahead.
It's thread because it's spinning back up at their feet.
It's thread because it's spinning back up at their feet. Says that's thread because it's spinning back up at their feet. What else do you know? Trav. There's someone behind him, so we see that there are maybe 3 people there, but I want to know what else do you know? Yes, sir.
I know that it's around Civil War time.
Okay, how do you know that?
Because it's black and white, and it's like an older looking factory, and older type of machinery, and it's more cotton.
So,
anything, and
Logan knows that this is Civil War time, he thinks, because it's a black and white photograph, not a color photograph, and he's noticing their clothing, which is something Logan would never wear to school. What else do you know? Yes, ma'am.
I know that it's in the Great Depression because
Could be.
of all. Usually the kids wouldn't work in the factories. I mean, in the South they pretty much would.
Right.
But their clothes aren't that good. They're spinning lots of thread. So
What do you know about this picture based on my magic paper showing? What do you know? Yes, sweetie.
He doesn't have shoes on.
You know that he doesn't have shoes. Why doesn't he have shoes? Why would a person not have shoes?
He's probably not that rich.
He doesn't make enough money. So here's what we know from looking at this picture. Let me summarize. Kids are working in a factory. They probably don't have very much money because they don't have shoes on. And this is a picture from the past because it's in black and white, and their clothing is not Under Armour, Nike, or Adidas. Or Polo, sorry. I left off the Polo. So we know some things from this picture. Very interesting. Tomorrow, Miss Treadwell is going to tell you maybe a little bit more background about this picture. That's where you clap for me. Thank you.